Hello everybody, welcome back to the AlexCloud2275 stream. Hope you're all doing well this fine day. I'm doing good. Ready to bring you another fantastic episode of Final Fantasy XVI for my gaming pleasure and your viewing pleasure. Again, I ask that you do any likes, follows, comments, and subscribes that you may wish you want to do now or in the future. For now, however, we're just gonna jump back into it, fly back to mid, go to Lost Wing, take care of any of the bounties in Sandbreak, and then head over to Waleed. Yeah, that's the plan, and hopefully we can get that all done in this 1 little hour, maybe the 2 little hours, and then we're ready for the battle in Origin. So, I will catch you in the stream. Obviously there'll be some mute, because Millie plays her music, and it can be heard in the background sometimes. It's a whole thing. Thanks for your time. Back to option 4.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
A thick, noisome lubricant made from the rendering of fat of sea beasts, commonly used for shipwrights on the cranes and winches they employ in shipbuilding.
Aw, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog. Don't look at me like that, Clive. I already apologised to Blackthorn. Miserable old bugger. Besides, you can't expect me to keep track of every nut and nail floating about this place. It's a mess.
That crystal certainly don't bode well. But just think of all the secrets it must hold. Here, if you're planning on going up there, you could bring a bit back for me, could you?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Yeah, no, I think we've read that. Let's go! Back to Metadol!
Well, did they have it?
An overlooked component of Mid's deconstructed scales. Its purpose remains a mystery to all but Mid.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Aim high. Quest complete. Model airship. Mid's dangerous dream of flight immortalized in a miniature. My dad always said there were two ways of living. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. Displayed in Clive's chambers.
What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
You're not leaving already, are you?
Ask about origin. Couldn't have chosen somewhere a bit more down to earth for your chat with Ultima. Then I could have come with you. Finally made a name myself instead of sitting on my ass. While as Imperial Fancy Pants gets all the glory.
Make a name for yourself.
Without the Enterprise, we wouldn't have saved Jill. Wouldn't have made it to Ash. Wouldn't have escaped Stonehair with our lives. None of this would have been possible had you not followed your dream and kept your promise to Sid. Now I must keep mine.
You better bloody had to and all.
Or I'll be having his name back. Give it to Gav maybe, or Jill. Aye, definitely Jill. About the Enterprise.
Enjoy it while you can, Clive.
Because once the crystal's cracked, I'm going through with my plan. Won't be easy turning my back on a dream after I chased so long. But you know what the best thing about dreams is, Clive? They're never in short supply. We'll be talking like I'm the only one to have ever set a sights on the skies, when there might be someone up there already.
Imagine that, eh?
Maybe. His Imperial Fancy Pants gets back, and I can ask him to take me up there so I can see myself.
Till then, though.
I'll be down here with everyone else, dreaming away.
Try, Clive.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Alright.
Not exactly. She seems preoccupied.
I've already chosen my new ability. Yeah, I'm level 4. Yeah.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our shoes haven't gone bare.
Oh! You take care now.
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of Great Greeker herself.
Rusted battle helmet. Constant reminder. Now sleeps in Clive's chambers, a constant reminder of bravery and selfishness of the man whose footsteps he and his brothers mean to follow. Mida is allowed to keep the hold of the model once her renown has grown. You might still sell the piece for an exorbitant amount of gold. Concerns for Jill. Though Echion brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart. It would be poor friends indeed if we were not to seek the light in that burn, even only a fraction before we depart for the skies. I would speak to you more about this in private. Joshua.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
The wages of fate. The wages of fate. Do you remember what you told me the night of Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of the dominant sits upon yours. But we are both dominants of fire. Does not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. It is not what your father wanted, what Sid wanted. To cast aside fate and forge your own paths. Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Okay. That's not the next thing on my list, though. Next thing on my list is Lost Wing, and then also double checking where those things are on the map. So the sword guy I got, it's the death guy, I don't know where he is. Yeah, show me where the death guy is. The Grim Reaper, Cape Osnir. Towards Westwatch is where we go. Okay. Step 1.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
We may be bruised, we may be battered, but we won't stop fighting.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm gonna help.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaties if they feel that what little power remains to them is at stake. They must be dealt with skillfully. I shall not repeat the errors of my past.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quim if he set his mind to it.
Yeah, just run through. Part and parcel of the journey is the path we take.
It's over.
You take that bread to the garrison.
What? Didn't expect to see me here at the gates? I told you, I'm finished with the garrison. The Duke may be a changed man, but my loyalties lie with the Dame.
I hear the Duke's agreed to let us keep our land.
We've got more pips than the Vale's got paps, and they're all just as sweet.
We were worried the peace might be short-lived, but Philippe's promised the watch will keep us safe.
Seems the Duke's had a change of heart.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Oh, what have you got?
Got any more of those special elixirs?
I might.
This has been the Dame's town for as long as I can remember. No blue blood's gonna change that.
The garrison said they'd take another 100 of me pitch pots.
Those whites will think twice before attacking us again.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
The garrison did away with posting guards here at the wall. Now any man, woman or branded can pass freely.
How are we going to arm the garrison without a forge?
Might be some smiths down south that could do the job, but their bearers will be just as useless as ours now the Fang and the Tail have fallen.
I told the Dame I would take the largest residence in Northreach, yet she outright refused my coin. Some nonsense about having enough space for everyone. Ugh.
The Duke has pledged to work with the people of Northreach to rebuild the Empire.
Better late than never.
Carla, the Dame needn't worry. I am a man of my word, and I fully intend to keep it. So overzealous was I in my desire to see the Empire restored that I lost sight of what was truly important: the citizenry. Carla, the Dame...
Those things didn't fight like men. If we're to be ready for them next time, we'll need a different approach.
Agreed. I'll start preparing a new training regimen.
Alright, onwards to fight death.
Just the one of you, eh? Come on.
Be safe.
Yeah, I might be there. Yeah, I did read that right in Cape, wasn't he? That's the name of it. There he is. Woo. Jesus. Aren't you intimidating? Prince of Death.
Not another one. Nice try.
Dark Steel. Extremely similar to iron, yet darker, harder, heavier, and whatever fell magic's ultimate employed in its creations. Metal that has proven thus impossible to reproduce. Obtained by defeating Thanatos or the Prince of Doom.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Oof. What a fight. What a world. Still on 4. I don't trust it. If I don't see a roll, I don't believe it. It's my own problem. 6 is a reroll anyway. 2.
Straight home now. Let's go.
Yeah!
Thanks, Gal.
Now, for the guy who asking is everybody is Sid. Let's go. Knight of the Splendid Heart.
You're the outlaw! The one who drove His Highness to madness! On your knees!
What? He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Only your death will serve!
Deserve that part. Oh. Alright, buddy. You wanna play these games?
Guess we're all ready.
live.
No, that was certainly a fight. Jesus.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Alright.
Do you see anything you like? An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants. And a fine, fine day to you.
Alright. Duty undying and a tale to tell. First things first, it's Garnick for that last hunt, and then that'll be the end of the stream. Option 5 for my gear.
Get surrounded.
This one.
Get him.
You're finished.
Caution, brother.
Farewell.
Woohoo! Right, ooh. We have new abilities to master. Ooh, that's the wrong place. There we go. Thunderstorm. It's gotta be wind up, obviously. Woohoo! Alright. Alright, that's just my thing that's flaming. Kill some Moloch! Woo! This doesn't look like it's going to be as easy as I want it to be. Nope.
Harmon's madness lives on. rest in peace.
Woohoo! Well, guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. When I come back, we will do these 2 side quests. A Tale to Tell and Duty of the Undying. While I'm away and off stream, I will jig my abilities with my new system. Hooray for new systems. And I'll be back with you tomorrow if you're watching on Twitch. Again, if it's YouTube, hope you're having a good 2026. And it's out every Tuesday. Until then, I'll catch you in the future.